I think the president didn't do justice to the opportunity as the president of a heterogeneous society like Nigeria. I think he was too concentrated on those he perceives as his enemies. And that's warranted his criticizing some elements that actually have been at the forefront of doing some of the things that he had wanted them to do. And I'll give you an example. He criticized strongly the Southeast leaders for allowing Nnamdi Kanu and agitations to blossom. But he was mistaken. Apparently, he is now making those Southeast leaders neither here nor there. They are neither on the side of the people, and they are neither on the side of the government. Majority of the people in the Southeast are disenchanted with the present federal government. When the present federal government came, the first speech he made was 97%, 5%. That on its own excluded a particular part of the country, the Southeast. So it rang in their minds. They didn't vote for him. So it rang in their mind that this person does not mean well for them. And events also continue to show that he didn't mean well for them. Appointments and pronouncements. And so yesterday, he had the opportunity to play the role of a father. Come, my children. Yes, you may not have voted for me. Yes, you may not like me. Yes, you may not support me. But come, you are still my children. Let's put hands together and make this country work together. But that wasn't the tone of his message. These Southeast leaders that he mentioned are actually the people who have been putting a stop, perhaps, if you like the word moderate, who have been moderating the activities of these youths. Without these Southeast leaders, the youths would have gone berserk. They would have gone beyond what we are seeing. But these Southeast leaders have been able to moderate their activities and talk some sense into them. And yet it is these same Southeast leaders that the president criticized. So he lost an opportunity there to win the minds and hearts of some of the people in the Southeast. Majority of the people, actually. So that is what I would say about that area. On other areas of his speech, he made mention of Boko Haram. Boko Haram has been decimated, yes. He made mention of Boko Haram. He made mention of cooperating states in terms of some of the activities of the government, economic activities of the government. Those are also good. Some of those statements, you may not have anything to criticize them about. But obviously, he lost an opportunity to address the current emotive situation on ground in Nigeria today. There is nobody in Nigeria today that is not aware that people are calling for restructuring. And for him again to say that anyone who is agitated or who is agitating should go through the National Assembly or the National Council of States, it's like telling someone whose father you have killed that you love him. It's not possible. It is approbating and reprobating. It is difficult for any change, any good change, to happen in Nigeria today with the National Assembly. Absolutely. He lacks emotional intelligence. And I would not hesitate to say that. He lacks emotional intelligence. Perhaps he has some character traits, personality traits, that makes him a strong personality, that stands him out for people to want to project him to be a leader. But in terms of emotional intelligence, he has a lot to build on. So I think with regards to the issues at stake today, that he ought to have addressed restructuring. For me, I don't believe that restructuring is the solution to the Nigerian problem, because the people mounting this restructuring today are the same people who are in power. They would restructure in such a way that they will still have control. So I believe in system change. I believe in civil disobedience where the government failed to do what should help the common people. I believe in non-violent system change. I believe in benevolent dictatorship. I believe in somebody who has the kind spirit of love for fellow human beings. The Lincoln Hughes, the Astor Talks of Turkey, the Paul Kagames of Rwanda, the Jerry Rawlings of Ghana. Those are the kinds of people we need today. But you can't find them within this particular political dispensation. We need the common man. You and I, the people, not in terms of rich Not in terms of how much you have or where you are living, but in terms of thinking. Somebody who identifies with the problems of the common man. Those are the kind of people we need. Not because the person has money. You may have money, yes. You may become rich because of your good activities, business activities. But you are thinking in support and in aid of the common man. Such are the kinds of people we need to take over the system, to take over the structure, and help reorganize Nigeria in such a way that Nigerians will know that of the truth they are human beings. Today, Nigerians are not being treated like human beings. The constitution we are operating today cannot lead us anywhere. It can only take us through a cul-de-sac, the 1999 constitution. I insist and maintain that any solution to Nigeria's problem today will be outside of the 1999 constitution. It will be outside of the National Assembly. It will be outside of the Council of States. And anybody who keeps telling us that we should walk through what the constitution provides, or the National Assembly or Council of States, is trying to deceive us.